Curtis Blow, who seriously has the longest timeline of anybody in recorded hip-hop history. He signed the first major record contract in 1979.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I think even at 79, they went to look and scout, they tried to sign Eddie Chiba or some of the other stalwarts, and they end up saying Curtis Blow is the perfect person. And by no surprise, and ain't no accident, you had what? Christmas Rapper. Out in 1979.
He was doing Blow as Curtis Blow.
Yeah, and Curtis Blow, and then you had the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, by no surprise, when cats at first doing records, they were the best that did it because nobody else was doing it at that level. It's no surprise that Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five recorded, first for Brasilia in October. Then they did Enjoy with Bobby Robinson's label, Super Rapping, because them dudes were super rapping. I mean, Melly Mel, Kid Creole, and also Free Kid Creole, please. But that's why we had the Hip Hop Alliance. Well, Kid Creole.
He better be.
You had Raheem, Mr. Ness, a.k.a. Scorpio, and Keith Cowboy, who invented the term hip hop as far as a recording.
That's what Grandmaster Cass said on here.
Told us the story, yeah.
I mean, and each one of them MCs were blazing. And you put them together and make 5 MCs sound like one with Grandmaster Flash. What? It's like, by no mistake, they was like, you got to do records. So big ol' ups to Sugar Hill Gang because they the first. And really, it's debatable because King Tim III was playing with Fatback Band with, King Tim III. Right. Which was, Fatback Band was one of my favorite groups. So when they came out, I heard them on WKTU in July of 1979. Right. I was like, damn, he rapping. And that's something, whoa. But when Sugar Hill came out, the thing that put Sugar Hill over the edge, they rapped on Good Times. And my God, there's never, ever, ever, ever been a track monumental to hip-hop and rap music like Good Times. 1979, man, the summer of 1979, hip-hop was so crazy with Good Times because it was like, what? It's from Chic. And everybody.
Good Times show?
No, the song.
Good Times the record.
Okay, the record. Okay.
By Chic with the group.
Okay.
And they were like, what? They got coined disco because they made the greatest
disco
records
era.
that happened to play in the disco.
Okay.
They what? Freak Out.
Yeah.
Before that, everybody danced.
Yeah.
So they was like, they got kind of like coined as a disco band, but they was just a badass mother band.
Right.
And so when they came out with Good Times in 79, I remember being at a party, and they said, this new record by Eddie Chiba broke it, right? He came out to Long Island. He said, Eddie, got this new record by Chic, and everybody's expecting like the music be up tempo like that. They played Good Times and that shit started like, and we were like, what the is this country slow shit, right?
Right.
He played it 2 more times that night. I was like, okay, she just slowed the tempo down to some country funk, whatever. Right. But man, in 2 weeks, DJs got a hold of that motherfucker. And down to the blink, gang, Good Times, boom, boom. And that, man, I'm telling you, you can't even describe how hip-hop was in June, July, and August of 1979. There is no explanation for it. There's one tape that's going around. I call it the greatest hip-hop night ever. It was October 1979. It's out there on YouTube. I've played it on my radio show a bunch of times. Big up to everybody at Rap Station. Yo, man, it's Starsky on the turntables, DJ Hollywood, it's Eddie Chiba, it is DJ Divine from Infinity Machine. It's Grandmaster Flash, Curtis Blow, and Melly Mel. And they are like, yo, man. You couldn't take your eyes or your ears off of them. But it was inconceivable that somebody would make a rap record. Because even me, I was like, rap record? How you gonna put rap on a record? It's a 3-hour thing, man. It's like,
it's an event.
I was like, it's impossible.
Right.
I was like, impossible. Right. And I ain't no kid. I'm 19 years old. I'm like, it's impossible to make a rap. And then when King Tim III came out, he was like, okay. And then when Sugar Hill did it, it was like, yo, that's it. And the thing about it, bro, that shit was 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
The ironic thing is why you always got to put time in the context. The 16 minutes was not how long it was, it's how short they got it.
That's a short.
Right, because it was emulating what was happening.
They got it down to 16 minutes. I'm going to tell you that this, I've said this a few times. I was at college getting on the mic to sit whack MCs down. They play Good Times. I'm rocking the out of Good Times, right? All of a sudden I hear words behind me. DJ's Larry T. Words behind me. So what do you think I did? I did the Milli Vanilli. I kept moving my mouth, and I was rocking for 20 minutes. I remember I was rocking Good Times for 4. So sure enough, man, people were like, damn, he's changing his voice. Even the chicken tastes like wood. All that shit, right? At the end, cats is coming up to me like, yo, she's a bad mother. Yo, he's just rhymed on and on, because back then it's like he went on and on, you know, to the break of dawn, like hot butter on the popcorn, right? I'm with like non-stop rhyme.
Right.
I turned around after people like left. I looked at this. I said, "What the? What's that?" He showed me Red Label, Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang. I was like, "What?" Wow. I was my brains were blown. The next day, WBLS. This is Frankie Crocker, and I got a new record by my friend Sylvia Robinson. This is called Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang.
You heard it.
Yo, the city was on fire.
Wow.
City was on fire.